Hello, everyone, and good morning to everyone, no matter where you are connecting to this broadcast now. We are live at the African Portal Radio TV International. Good morning to everyone. Bonjour to everyone, and also welcome to another beautiful time we have in the studio. Barrister Adetuji Omtola with us in the studio that we're going to be talking about the life of one of the great leader of our time. It already passed on. And also we'll be talking about one of the great women of our time. She's still alive. She's turning 85 today. And we are going to celebrating a birthday in style on the African Portal. Barrister Motola, it's a pleasure having you on the African Portal. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you and your listeners. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Let's quickly go to our discussion today. That's about the one of the great leader that we got the news about a few days ago that passed on. That is late Reverend Jesse Jackson. What can you tell the listeners about him, and what do you know about him?
First of all, my condolences on the passing of a great civil rights leader, American civil rights leader, politician, and ordained Baptist minister, Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson Burns. Now, for those of you who may not know, Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson was born in South Carolina in a place called Greenville in South Carolina. His mother was an 18-year-old when she had him for a neighbor, a married man called Mr. Robinson. So at the time that Reverend J.C. Jackson was born, his mother was a young lady of 18 years old, unmarried. And so they proceeded to have JC, young JC. And a year later, his mother married a gentleman by the name of Mr. Jackson, who later adopted young JC. So young JC had two fathers, Mr. Robinson and Mr. Jackson. But of course, his early years, he only began to he witnessed segregation while he was growing up. They had to sit, black people had to sit at the back of buses, and they had to use different fountains from white people. So his early years, he was a victim of segregation. But the background is that he did go to school, he did go to university, he did study in an agricultural university, and then he went to seminary, I believe, in 1966, and he finished in 1968. So background, very solid, well-educated African American.
Wow, thank you very much, Barrister Motola. And let's look at his life and his contribution to humanity. When we are talking about the politics in Africa and in America, what can you tell the listeners about his leadership?
Well, look, Martin Luther King, as many would know, was like a godfather. In fact, Reverend Jesse Jackson, when Martin Luther King died, when he was assassinated, Reverend Jackson was also there. He was 24 years old at the time, but he was already in the senior leadership of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which was led by Dr. King and a gentleman called Mr. James Bevel. They were the founders of the Southern Christian Leadership uh, Conference organization. So Jesse Jackson was a protege of Martin Luther King. He cut his teeth in helping to run the organization. There was a project called Operation Breadbasket, which was targeted in boycotting. They will boycott jobs in order to raise awareness about issues that affected Black people. So he was a champion for Black people, for them to advance themselves, Black people in America, economically, and they used a number of ways to get that done. And he was very critical also in raising funds for the organization, and he rose to the senior leadership of that organization. So by the time that Dr. King was killed in 1968, Jesse Jackson was already a force in the civil rights movement in the United States.
Thank you for that. Everyone joining us, this is African Portal Radio TV. I have Barrister Adetunji Omtola with me in the house that we unpacked the life of the late Reverend Jesse Jackson, passed on a few days ago. Is a politician and also one of the activists in America. And also today we are going to be celebrating one of the great women of our time. She's still living. She's turning 85 today, and it's going to be a great celebration as she's turning 85 today. That is the mother of my guest in the studio, Mrs. Mujidatu. Adunola or Omtola. We are going to be celebrating our birthday as well on the African Portal. But Barrister Motola, before we go to the second part of this conversation, let's look at the contribution of the Jesse Jackson in Africa. Can you tell us one of the great achievements that you can say that he really achieved during his time in Africa?
Well, look, for many, as you know, Jesse Jackson himself was very high profile. I mean, this was a man who contested, the first black man, not the first black, but the first black man to contest for the presidency in the United States. He came out in 1984, and he also came out in 1988. And for many of us, we know that Nelson Mandela was released in 1990. Now, Jesse Jackson was a very pivotal voice, anti-apartheid voice. In fact, Jesse Jackson was a major critic of Ronald Reagan. And for many of us who know, Ronald Reagan was one of those leaders that didn't make apartheid go away very quickly. So Jesse Jackson was a critic of the Reagan administration, was a fierce defender of black people, and so he weighed in heavily on the South African question. Of course, also in Nigeria, in terms of crisis, the crisis that was going through Nigeria during the terrorism, Boko Haram, he weighed in on that crisis. He wanted to assist to ensure that Nigerian problem with the terror group Boko Haram was resolved. He played a critical role in being a voice for many African countries that had challenges in terms of their development. He was a real, if you like, African in all he did.
Wow. Thank you so much. Some people are connected with us, and I please kindly share this program. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. It's live on our YouTube and also on our Facebook and all our social media handles. You can check us on the African Portal Radio TV International in all the space. You will definitely get more about us as well if you can go to our YouTube channel and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That will also give us opportunity to for you to see more of our videos when we drop it. Thank you and God bless you. All right, let's just drop that for now. Let's go into the new book that is coming from your table. You are working on a special project that is very important to this generation, and that is you want to tell the story of your mother, how you grow up, who is she now, the contribution she make in your life and in the community. Mrs. Mujidatu Adunola Omtola. Can you please tell us a bit about and what can what do we need to know about this great woman turning 85 today?
So my dearest mommy, Mujidatu Adunola Omtola, turns 85 today. That is 10 times 8, 4 scores and 5. 4 scores and 5, 85. So I wish her all the very best birthday wishes, mommy. I hope you enjoy your cake and biscuits and, hear from your grandchildren and your children and, listen to music and eat jollof rice and, moi moi and all of that. So, yeah, I wish you many more years and good health and, yeah, long life. But, yeah, so my mom, simple lady, mother of 5 children. 3 of those 5 attorneys. One is an environmental engineer. The other is a banker slash, I think he's a pastor. Yeah, he's also a minister in God's temple. So yeah, so 5 children, 4 boys, 1 girl. The girl is the youngest. She's a lawyer. and she's in her mid 40s now. So we're all over 40, all of us, between 40 something and 60, early 60s. Yeah, so my mom's background, she's one of three children from my mom. So three daughters from my grandmother, who sold ashoke for 60 years. So my mom met my dad in 1956, which is probably about 60 something years now. Yeah, maybe almost 70. No, 70 years. This year to be 70 years. Yeah. They met in 1956 in the Jebuode. My mom went to secondary school and primary school in the Jebuode. Then she went to teacher training college, Uluiwa, I think, Uluiwa. And then I think she went to Jebuode Girls or Muslim Girls College, Jebuode or something like that. So anyway, so she went to primary, secondary teacher training. So she was a teacher, and then she went and joined my dad in England and had us in England, and then they moved back to Nigeria and had my younger brother Shegun and then Shade. So we're now five. So yeah, she worked Lagos City Council. I think she worked in the draftman's office as a secretary, and then later she went into business. She was a shoe dealer, Bata Shoe Company. She was a dealer. She had a shop in Arikowe Street in Orile Gomu in Lagos. But from time to time, armed robbers will come and rob that shop. And I think she got fed up of that shop selling shoes. Then she built her own shops, 3 story or 2 story, 3 story, 2 story, somewhere in Orile bus stop. She built it. She had shops. She also had her own shop, and she was selling provisions, different types of things. And I think she was selling cement, coke, but in wholesale. And she did that for a while. And then she built a house in Egbe, 4 flats as they normally do. And then she has shops there as well. So I think she sold that property in Orile because of the stress, because it's right at the bus stop by the pedestrian bridge. So yeah, she's a housewife more or less. She's retired, and she's got a health challenge that we've been helping manage. She's managing it. We're managing it. She's not the healthiest. She's got Parkinson's that she's been fighting with for the last more than a decade. But yeah, she's still with us, and we're still hopeful that God can turn that around. But despite that, it's her birthday today, so it's a beautiful day. 85. She's a big chick now. She's got lots of grandchildren. I think direct grandchildren. She's got about nine grandchildren from her direct children. So that's not bad. So, mommy, we love you and have fun. It's your birthday.
Oh wow! Thank you so much for that, and we really appreciate the fact that we have opportunity to celebrate the 85 of this great woman of our time. She is a businesswoman, also she's also a teacher, and at the same time, she's a mother of barrister Adetuji Omtola. And right here on the African Portal, we are celebrating the special day with you, Mama. We say happy birthday to you. We celebrate you on the African Portal Radio here in Pretoria, South Africa. We say long life and prosperity. I remember last year when you turned 84. We are here as well to celebrate you. And also, you are turning 85. We are here to celebrate you. And by the time you are celebrating your 90, we will be here as well to celebrate you. When you are celebrating your 95, we will be here as well. We are not going anywhere. We will be celebrating and see more beautiful day with you. And God bless your new age. We celebrate you, Mama. Long life and prosperity. And God bless all your children. We celebrate you on the African Portal. All right, Barrister Omotola, we need to round up from here because I know we schedule this program for 15 minutes and we don't want to stretch it beyond normal. So as we are stepping out, what is your golden advice to the new generation with the
Yeah,
experience you have with your mother and with what
yeah.
you just tell us about Reverend Jesse Jackson? Can you put the two
Okay.
together and give us an advice?
Yeah, let me first remind us I believe in numbers, I believe in dates, I believe in our history. So my mother was born in 1941, February. Okay, so today is her birthday. Jesse Jackson dies February. my mother's birthday month, which is also Black History Month. Also, Ken Saro-Wiwa was born 2 days after Jesse Jackson. So my mother, Ken Saro-Wiwa, and Jesse Jackson are all born in the same year. So I always talk about the year being your class. So if you're born in 1966, you are class of 66. If you're born in 1941, like my mother, Jesse Jackson, and Sarah Wiwa, that's the class of 1941. So today's we're talking about the class of 1941. So guys, young people, learn your history. There's always convergence. And if you don't know your past, you can't know your future because your past will determine the present and the present will determine the future. And all of the three are strongly linked together: history, culture, tradition, economy. God bless.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. That is where we're going to be drawing the curtain for this hour. We really appreciate you coming out, Barrister Adetuji Omtola, for being part of this great time on the African Portal Radio. And we know we are going to be bringing you back. We need to talk about economy. We need to talk about my immigration and all that. Those are the things that is so important to you. And also, you are working on a book, and that I don't know when the book is going to be launched, but I know that you are working on it and it's
On
going
my
to be launched.
birthday, on my 60th birthday, which
All
is
right.
coming up.
It's coming up.
It's
Okay,
called
watch out for it.
Iya Mi Owo, my
All
dearest
right.
mother. I will
My
launch it
dearest
on my
mother.
60th birthday because I believe in numbers. I
Okay.
launch at 60. Instead of
Okay.
launching a book about myself, I launch about my mother.
Lovely. Okay, so that will happen in July, I believe, in July. So, like you said, that we should be making sure that we talk about numbers and everything. So, also, I'm celebrating my birthday in July as well. So, we both in
Wow.
July.
With Mandela. With
Okay.
Mandela.
Confirm. All right, so we're going to be having more of you before that time, and I believe that we are going to be
Let's
alive to
do this
celebrate your
every week.
birthday.
Let's do this every week. We need 15 minutes every week. We do a roundup. And I'm also praying that they find the lady, the grandma, who is missing in America. Her name is Nancy Guthrie. She's the same age as my mother. She's 84 years old. We pray that she's found alive. It's been more than 3 weeks. We're very worried about Nancy Guthrie. And we're also worried so much about crime in South Africa. Crime statistics are coming out today, so we can look out for those crime statistics. For every life that is extinguished, there's so many families that are destroyed. So we pray for peace and security in Africa, and we pray for lower crime numbers in South Africa. I thank you.
All right, thank you also. Thank you for coming out to be part of this program. Thank you so much. I don't know, maybe you have any updates you want to give us regarding the Nigeria healing driver that
Yeah,
was
the
killed last.
e-hailing story, yes, very important. Thank you for raising that. Look, we are now in a very serious crisis in South Africa where anti-foreign sentiment and criminality, we don't know where to draw the line anymore. Because when they kill a foreigner in South Africa, we are told that it's just criminality. But when these things happen regularly, there's no compensation, there's no justice for the families of the victims. The community and the families left to pick up the broken pieces and carry on with their lives. The latest killing of a e-hailing cab driver of Nigerian nationality has caught the country by surprise. Shock. We're shocked about the savagery. And there was a lady involved. In fact, now there are two ladies involved. So the numbers of suspects has now risen from the original three to six. An extra three were arrested. They're all going to be in court next week, six of them, from aggravated murder to robbery and defeating the ends of justice and many other charges. So we welcome that they have been arrested. We welcome that some of them have refused to apply for bail. And we welcome that hopefully this there will be speedy justice, dispensation of justice for Isaac David Satlat. The young man's name is Isaac David Satlat, and he's from Pangshing local government in Plateau State in north central Nigeria. 22-year-old engineering student who happened to be working that night, working as a driver, e-hailing driver, until he was attacked and killed by these suspects who are now in custody. So there is a court case on Monday. They're all going to court. The community is praying for justice. We're praying for compensation because this family doesn't really have a lot of money and they need to bury their son and they need to pick up the pieces. So that is the latest development. We're very happy that more people have been arrested. It appears to be a syndicate at work. It doesn't seem to be a lone incident or an isolated incident because the numbers have grown. But we're very pleased with the way that the police and the courts are handling the matter at this time.
All right. Thank you very much, Barrister Adetunji Omtola, for that update. And that is where we're going to be drawing the curtain for today. Like you mentioned, we should be doing this every week. We are going to look into it. And also, we need your support. Those of you listening to us across the globe, support the African Portal. Let's take this to the next level. We need your support.
Please, can I make a financial plea? I want to make a financial plea on this platform, for this platform. You see, there are 70 million Nigerians in diaspora, and we contribute about $30 billion every year, 25 to $30 billion annually in remittances. But we don't have strong media platforms like African Portal that we can call our own. Yes, there's CNN, there's BBC, there's Al Jazeera, there's so many, Sky, and all of that. But in the end, where is our own media platform? And we don't have to be terrestrial. What I mean by terrestrial, when you put on your television, you can see CNN, but obviously you have to subscribe to either DSTV or some platform because it's cable network, right? So, but African Portal is here on YouTube. It is here on Facebook. I believe it's also on Instagram. And the gentleman who drives it, Dare Joshua Oluson, is very, very, very confident and very inspiring. And we've worked on many projects, including the Jollof War, which was very successful in 2025, I believe, or 2024. We did Jollof Wars. And we're going to do Jollof Wars this year because we have the capacity and the passion to deliver the best Jollof War ever this year. So please, whatever you're going to give in dollars, naira, pounds, kwacha, escudo, lira, okay, there's no more lira, euro. Please support African Portal, even if it's $100, $50, 10 naira, 5 naira. It is important that we support African Portal. It is our own baby. Tiwa Tiwa, Nkota Nila Nani.
Thank you very much. That is a very deep one. Nani, 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 wanila, nani. All right. Thank you so much, Barrister Adetunji Omtola, for your time. I really appreciate it. We'll look into it and we're going to be bringing you back next week by the grace of God. Have a very beautiful Friday. And also, I just want you to shout out to all the Muslim brothers that they were already going through the Ramadan, and also the Christian Lent is also going on. So the two religions are fasting. So fasting is going on across the world. So shout out to all the Muslim brothers and Christians as well.
Yes, I want to wish everybody success with the spiritual period, Muslim, Christians, and even other faiths. And even those who don't have faiths that they belong to. We're one humanity. All of us belong to one people. We're all one people. Siyabonga Gakulu.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Barrister Adetunji Omtola. See you again very soon. Thank you and God bless you.
God bless you and your listeners.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless Africa.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtain for this hour. So we'll see you again tomorrow. By the grace of God, we are going to be having a good time tomorrow. Join us as we are welcoming the one of our very own back to the country. She is visiting for the first time. She is coming to the African Portal of Make It Happen, and she is on her way to us to also have a good time in South Africa and also business meeting in South Africa. That is one of our very own. Ajike Food Bank is coming to South Africa. So look forward to that as well. You'll be seeing more of the video and more of the engagement of the African Portal. God bless you. Have a very good weekend and enjoy your day. Bye-bye from here. Thank you.
We can be like 1 and 2. It's just me and you. Having dinner for 2. Oh, hey, baby boo. We can be like 1.